EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage in the final event before the playoffs, the Oregon Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Let's bring in Nota Begay III. Nota, this player very simply has the look of a winner. The bounce in the step, the smile, the ease with which they're playing this next round. Nothing like getting that first win in your hip pocket, right? You know it.
Well, over the course of your career, there's a handful of things that you always remember. You remember your first win as a junior golfer. You remember your first big win as an amateur. Now, your first win as a professional sticks in your mind for the rest of your life, but this is the professional game. You've got to keep building.
Oh, boy, that seared the left edge, but it didn't want to go in. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Just has to get the ball started, and it will work back to the right and toward the hole.
Yeah, he would have liked that to fall, but he needed to gun it just a little more. That finished off for par here at the second, and he'll stay at even par. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in two, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. That one looking a little right. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf. And that ball definitely slowed up a bit. It'll wind up coming down in the heavy rough. Notice down there, did you get a look at this?
I did, and it's not in a good spot at all. It is really sitting down.
Now, that's not a bad shot, and the reason why I say that, you see the lie, thick, heavy rough, just to forge that one out and get it on the green. Good going.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll stay at 2 under. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
Ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, nothing wrong with that on this hole.
This now 7 feet for his birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay right where he is. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 sixth. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. 14 feet to the hole. Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Now this for birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
That's a good putt. Just needed a little more behind it. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at -3. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their second. Good. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Nope, that's going to be short, and that is hardly no stress from there. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certain not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And that will be a 31 on the front side, 5 under par. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Now this for another birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he moves to within a shot of the lead at 6 under now for the tournament. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. This started toward the left side. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
This is a 16-footer. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain at 6 under par. They make their par 3s long here at Bend and Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that putt bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see.
That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Well, you don't see this very often. A tap-in eagle following a sensational second shot to this par 5. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green. This. I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. I mean, this would be something. Back-to-back eagles. Going to give it a go. Yeah, tough to get that all the way up the slope, but that's not too bad from there. Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. And that's going to stretch the lead to 2 shots. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. This is a 13-footer. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. Oh, this is going to be way down there. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. He's got 2 of these on the card already. Now this for a 3rd eagle of the round. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Well played there, a birdie here at 16. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch.
If you miss the fairway when you play that hole, does this one cancel it out?
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
121 yards is the number we're looking at. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Got it there, but not quite on target. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And the lead's going to remain 2. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in 2. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. Looking for a rousing finish, a second out of the sand at 18. Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. So now, from just off the front of the green on the fringe, a long look coming up here for eagle. Yeah, that's well played. It's a birdie at 18. And that will be an opening round 62. A tremendous score. Our featured golfer today, Frank, you can say, definitely likes this golf course. 2-shot lead after round 1.
Some golf courses, they just appeal to you. You know, the draw shots just stand out there. The flag seems to sit there. It's a little easier. Then when you talk to the other people in the locker room, they just say, this course is so hard. But for you, it's not. So maybe this is the week.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.